Okay, folks, we finally got the out to the range with the new Springfield Hellcat. All right, we got her all loaded up. I've used the shorter magazine first, more for concealed carry, I guess you say, but it has the short little finger tab on the bottom of it. We're gonna give this a try and see how she shoots right to start with. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, looking at that, I can see from my aim that we're a couple inches low and to the left, so I'll make an adjustment. Maybe we'll try it more with the other magazine, so it has a little bit better grip on it. So I like this bag better because I have a longer grip and I can have a little more to hang on to. We'll see if it makes a difference. Alrighty, gun's empty. All right, we're clear now. Let's take a little closer look at the target. Let's see what we have. We're close up here, and we're only about what was that? Maybe 10 yards away or so. And I was aiming to hit about its dead center, so I can see from what I can tell here. Everything is pretty much hitting a little bit low and to the left, and we could make an adjustment on the sight itself. We could move the front sight over a little bit, would help the situation. So I might do that when we get back to the shop. Hey folks, we're back here at the in the shop, and I had a request from one of our viewers that wanted to see how to take this Hellcat apart and clean it. We've been to the range and test fired it a couple times. And now we're going to show you how to take it apart. It's pretty much as simple as any of the rest of the Springfield handguns. So you see we have the slide lock back with our slide lock here. And we're going to take down this button right here is our takedown lever for allowing the slide to come off the front. So we got it locked back. We're going to rotate that takedown lever. We're going to rotate it up and up, straight up. Okay, now we have it straight up like that. Okay, and all we do is let our slide release go, bring the slide down to its neutral position. We have to fire the gun, pull the trigger, and that releases the slide. Okay, all there is to it. All right, and now we will go ahead and take our spring out as typical. Push a little bit up on the barrel from the bottom, in this case, and disengage your barrel. And now you've got it field stripped. What I would do also is we'll take a little solvent. I like these, I don't think I've even talked about this before, but these little sponge swabs. I like these things, they work really well. It's a sponge tip on a plastic stick basically. What I would do is use probably 3 different ones for every gun I'm going to clean. But every usable, you just wash them out and use them over again. But typically what I would do is put some solvent on the tip of this. We'll rub it all over inside the places that we want to clean, all inside your slide, inside your barrel. We can put it through like this, and always pull it through the barrel the same direction as the bullet goes, so you don't push any dirt back into the gun. All right, put our solvent all around the entrance to the chamber. You can see a little bit of this is brand new white. When I started, we see all the little crud that came off out already. We'll do the same thing with our frame. As in we go through and clean off any little carbon and residue along the slide rails on our feed ramp and around the sear section, around the trigger group. Alrighty, we'll let it sit for a couple minutes and we'll come back with a clean dry swab to get the solvent out of it, and then follow that up with a damp oilcloth patch or another sponge stick with swab with a little bit of light oil on them. We don't want the oil to be puddled. You just keep your oil to a light film so you don't make it make it attract dirt any worse than what it's already going to start with. Alrighty? You don't want any wet surfaces so much as just a thin film of lubrication on it. Alright? And then to put it back together, as typical, we're going to drop our barrel down in the frame, put our spring right here in the recess for the spring, push down. We've got to latch onto the bottom edge of our locking cam, actually what it is, for the bottom of the barrel. Okay, and we're going to engage our slide back onto the tracks, pull it back far enough that you can engage your slide lock lever, and now we can rotate downward on our slide lock. Okay, and release our slide lock button, and there she goes. She's ready to go again. Right now, as far as I know at the range I talked about earlier, the different sizes of magazines, and again for me, I like the extended magazine myself. The standard magazine that holds, 11 rounds? Yeah, 11 rounds plus one in the chamber. You got 12 available. It is sufficient, and just for my personal preference, I like to have a little more grip to hold on to. So I would probably use, and being a small frame gun, I'd probably just carry this gun actually with the larger magazine in it myself anyway. So with that, there you go for your our final interpretation, my 2 cents about the new Springfield Hellcat. Thanks for watching Maverick Gun Works, and if we can help you with something, give us a call.